Hey everybody, it is Sunday Stuff 7, the Minecraft tour. So let's go through this. So anyway, this is the bed, and as you can see, we're on a public server, so bear with the text in the background. Um, but this is my bedroom. I have glowstone in the ceiling and a couple of torches in the W for my last initial there. And let's go downstairs a little bit. This is going to be my library / enchantment room. So down some more. Here's my storage area. I just keep all my stuff in there, and this is where my crafting table area is. So let's go outside. This, I heard some noise there, so I'm going to cook my sword just in case, but here is my furnace area, and I can make a lot of stuff here. I keep all my coal in that little box there, which keeps a lot of coal, so I don't have to worry about that too often. What you have here, this, oh, that's what it is pigs. I can hear the pigs outside. This is my brother's apartment inside of my castle. He uses this since his fortress is a good distance away. If he is going to be here overnight, this is where he'll stay and do his stuff. Upstairs there goes the ladder, and there's an upstairs area just big enough where you can fit a bed up there, and then there's a basement area where it has enough space for a furnace and all kinds of stuff down there, some storage areas and stuff like that. So anyway, again, this is the outside of my house inside of my castle. So the frames per second, I notice when I run, drop down quite a bit. There's the W from the outside. So when I run, I'll try to limit my speaking about things. But what we're going to do here is we're going to go up the middle of this turret. Each turret you can climb to the center of. So we'll go up here to the top of this one. We'll get a look out and see what it looks like. And thank God it's daytime, we can actually see some stuff. So here we are. You can see there is the unpowered minecart track right now, still in progress. That goes out to my brother's fortress area. Here is the top of my house, and the reason that's the top of my house and I didn't go higher, because I wanted to go higher. The reason I didn't go higher is because that's as high as I can build. They can't put any more blocks on there. And if it was really cloudy, oh, there we go. You could see that the clouds, when you're standing on top of there, actually scrape your head. So anyway, like I said, each of these towers are able to be scaled in the center, and each of them is connected via these walls here. So let's go outside and have a look at what that's going to look like. Oh, before we do that, let's go downstairs. I shouldn't say downstairs. This is one of my quarries, and I'll try to get to the edge here. And this was where I got the remaining portion of my stone to finish off the castle. I have another one of these quarries that is just as deep, and it's a little shorter this way, but a little bit longer this way. So and that's under another turret on the other side that I currently have covered up. I don't know why I have it covered up, I just do. But anyway, let's go see my pigs. Here is my pig farm, and it took absolutely, oh, someone reset the time. Took absolutely forever to get these pigs out here, and I noticed they kept climbing over, so I made the fence. See how that little sucker got up there? But I managed to get 3 pigs up here. And no, get back in there. Okay. Try to feed them so they'll make more pigs here. See, look at that. Look at that wigging out up there with wheat. And that was exciting. What you can see. Oh, let's just go over here. This area here, where all that stone is up there, that is going to be the spot for my church or chapel, or that medieval stone chapel looking thing to go with my castle, which we'll turn around and have a look at. Look at that. That is this edge is actually the south edge of this castle, and that would be the west, of course. So that gives you an idea of kind of where this is. Also, for those of you who want to come and look at this stuff or come join this server and hang out with us, my brother and I'll show you the where we're at here. This is the Wolfcraft server. There's the IP address. So if you want to come see this in person, here are the coordinates of this. I'll look down at the grass so you can see it there. 1288, 106, 1247. Then that's that's on this hill here, obviously, but it'll be close enough to see the castle. So let's get that off here. All right. So let's continue on, and let's go see my brother's fortress. Now, granted, we I gotta, obviously I'm not gonna have that door. I'm gonna have a gate or something fancy on there eventually, but the door works for now. So here is the stone path, and this is how we used to get back and forth to my brother's fortress, is to climb all these stairs, and this goes all the way down eventually to water level. So, but now I have an easier way of getting there, and that is by taking this minecart. Hopefully I don't screw this up. So, all right, here we go. Now obviously the frames per second are probably going to slow down here, but here is the minecart track that we are going to go on. And we'll watch here, we'll look up at the castle as we go past it. Pretty sweet. So anyway, there's where the walkway comes down, right down there. So we're going to come up on my brother's fortress, and you can see there is his mushroom house. I shouldn't say it's not a house for him to sleep in. That's where he grows all of his mushrooms and stuff. It's an experimental thing right now, but and here is basically his mad scientist looking fortress. You can see it's got a, well, we'll go through all of that here shortly. But let me out of here. Alright, so here we are, Guy Awesome 77, Armory and Orchard. And one of these, and you can see we got water dripping here. One of these doors is mine. The other door is his. So, like, if I click his, it doesn't work correctly, because on this server everything of yours is protected. So anyway, here's his room, and this is where he builds stuff and everything like that. This is, you can hear the chickens there. This is my room inside of his castle. I have another apartment that's just outside of his castle for me to stay in if I'm close to this area at night. Let's go. Let's see. Let's go upstairs and check out. Well, first let's check out these turrets. He's got 4 turrets, obviously, in his castle, and he's got glass panes in here. So you can see out there is his orchard area. And I guess not so much an orchard as much as like a tree farm. And there's one of the entrances to his fortress goes along those cactuses there. Good for trapping zombies and stuff. So anyway, let's go upstairs and have a look at his shroom room. This is where he has grown mushrooms before he went to, and excuse the text there, obviously we're on a public server, so you'll get a bunch of text there. Anyway, this is where he grew mushrooms before he built his mushroom house out there. And here is his farm. You can see he's got wheat and some sugar cane and whatever that stuff is. And here we'll go up to the next turret. I'll show you his chicken coop. He's got a chicken coop up here. You see those chickens back there. Let's go up, climb up another turret here. There we go. All right, so here is the upstairs basically, and his 4 turrets. And here is his, I don't know, his light box or his light beacon or whatever you want to call it, but it glows pretty nice in the night. I almost wish we were here in the dark and I could show you that. But anyway, and you can see out here, there is his tree farm, and lots of trees, and those are each trees that he has planted himself. He obviously wiped out that area to create a lot of his big fence to go around all of this stuff, but anyhow, that grows trees pretty crazy, and he's never going to be without wood. So let's see, what are we gonna go from here? Let's go. See, he has a lot more stuff. Mine's very, very plain. His is full of stuff. So let's go back outside, and I'll show you the resource generator. Now again, you know, we're working on this track, and obviously there's the furnace one here, but you know, make sure I can take this back up with me when I go up there. But that's the furnace cart, and that does not get it obviously up the hill that we have. So let's go over here, and I'll show you this section. This is the resource generator, and it's not an all resource generator, but here's what it says: resource engine, citizens of Rook only. This is the territory of Rook. The reason we called it Rook is because of the castle theme that we have. So let's go down here and have a quick look at this. Now you can see how many floors we're going down here, and each of these floors is indicated by those rocks, or give you a general idea anyway. Has a bunch of zombies that are basically up here, and I'll see if we can get up here before it takes too long. But you get a general idea. Underneath his fortress, he has, if you visualize this in your head, basically like an upside down pyramid. So it has a central point that is the lowest, and has basically a drowning trap for zombies and stuff like that. Now he said it's under construction, so you might be able to hear some zombies as we come up here. But yeah, there we go. So anyway, this is his research engine, and you can see, well, you can't really see anything in there. Oh, you can see a zombie right there, but they'll drown right there, and eventually stuff will flow all the way down here. So basically, if he goes AFK or something like that, he'll stand right on this trapdoor and just let all this stuff flow to him. So anyway, that is his research engine, and I'll take you into his orchard, which is a public orchard, by the way. As long as you replant saplings, you know, in that area, it's fully public. He has it open, and people can come in and cut those trees if they need it, stuff like that, as long as they replant the saplings when they're completed. So we'll go into a little backdoor area of his fortress here. And we'll go over to the public entrance of this orchard or tree farm. He has a crafting table for folks who, if they want to build axes and stuff like that as they need. So you can see, please cut what you need and replant seedlings. Leftover seedlings are yours to keep. So this is the Rook tree farm. So anyway, and you can see we have a fence that he built that goes all around our territory. And when I say all around, I mean some serious all around size. It goes all the way over here, and then behind my castle a good ways, and then all the way back up to, you can see where he hits these lake areas where there's a big lake stretch. He makes buoys that have our sign on it that look like this: welcome to the territory of Rook. And here is my underwater apartment. And this is the spot again where I would go if I can't get somewhere or get back to my post or my castle. And you can see I got a couple of furnaces here and storage area, but I don't have a crafting table, so I'll probably have to make one of those, put it over in this corner or something like that. But this is where I can stay if it's night and there's a bunch of zombies out, because nothing is getting in here. You can also see that there is, further down this waterfall, is an entrance to a huge, seriously huge cave system that we've been exploring for a couple of days, and still really haven't found all of the little offshoots and stuff like that. So it's also got an abandoned mine in it, which is pretty sweet, which has really helped us get us a lot of our minecart track. So anyway, that's all we have for this. I hope that you enjoyed it, and have a happy new year. And we'll see you guys later.